as guest host. But for now, let's get a look at the overnight indicator.
Well, Asian markets have been trading markedly lower. That's the first thing to note about what's been going on overnight. Declines for the Kospi of over 2%. In fact, across the region, we're seeing loads of red across your screen. In fact, only one obvious exception, that's the TAIEX, and that's barely moving higher. Now, let's take a check too on what we can expect from the European trading day as well, where you have the futures indicating another day of declines. And this comes on the back of yesterday's drops, which came when we saw the commodities beginning to sell off before the end of the session here. The FTSE seen opening down by about 2/3 of a percent, 0.7% or so. The CAC could open down by nearly 1%. The DAX by nearly 0.9%. So it does look like it's going to be a negative session, at least to begin with. Now, let's take a check on the commodities, because this is where much of the action has come. A few things to note here. One is that when we first looked at commodities at the beginning of this show, this showed us green, and that indicated some stability after yesterday's sell-off. That's already turned around, and most of these commodity markets are declining. Yesterday we had the big sell-off. It was the second in a week. A few things going on there. One was concerns about slowing growth, concerns about the Eurozone debt crisis, all the big themes that we've been talking about recently. But we also had another move from the CME, increasing margins on gasoline futures, and that had a big impact on this RBOB price we're looking at right here, which is managing to pull back a little bit today, but yesterday actually stopped limit down at one point during the day, so having a big impact on what was going on there. And that had a knock-on impact elsewhere as well. Probably worth noting what's going on with NYMEX light sweet crude, which had a big sell-off yesterday. Fairly flat right now, but check at that level. We are at $98.31 roughly, so well below that $100 a barrel level. Anna.
Becky, thank you.